Welcome to the show. We're going to talk about a pretty hot issue and topic in 2023. We're going to talk about toy collectors versus plastic-free packaging from Hasbro. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Collectoverse podcast, your home for all things Collectoverse. We're a small indie toy store in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. My name is Matt Walker, and I will be your host. I will oftentimes be joined by my partner, Berlin McPherson, as a co-host, and other times we will have a special guest join us. Maybe both. Who knows what we'll get up to. We'll be using our time to talk mostly about toys, pop culture, and the many fandoms that we all love. We have many terrific show ideas to try, and if you keep with us, you may be surprised at what you hear. Hey, welcome to the Collectoverse podcast. I'm Matt Walker, your host. With me tonight is Berlin McPherson.
Hello.
We are going to talk about a hotbed issue to some, but to us it really...
cold bed issue to us.
A cold dead issue.
Yeah.
So we're big Hasbro fans. Well, I'm a big Hasbro fan. You like Hasbro stuff?
I respect what they do, but it's nothing I'm personally interested in collecting.
I guess that's true. Yeah, no ponies, no whatever.
No, it's good stuff. I like it. You know, it's just not stuff I'm putting on my shelves.
I get it. Anyway, what we're talking about here is Hasbro has decided to go plastic-free on their packaging. So all the way down to the little ties that tie stuff into the box, they're getting rid of it. And that means they're getting rid of the window to see what's in the box. They're getting rid of any...
all the little baggies and the twist ties and the...
Yeah, like if you buy a Transformer, down at the bottom of the box is all of your guns and things wrapped up in paper.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me any, but...
If I remember correctly, Hasbro's goal was to be plastic-free for like everything that comes out now. So 2023.
Yeah, there's certain things they're going to leave. They're going to leave the vintage collection and possibly certain things that are like on cards that have to look like vintage stuff that are really collector only. But the bulk of everything is going to be in a box.
And people have feelings.
People do have feelings. And there are problems with doing this.
Yes.
There are like inherent problems with having a product you can't see.
Which we'll get to.
Yes, which we will get to. But overall, people are just like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
So tell them about your experiment the other day.
The Facebook group?
Yes.
So we've been talking about doing this episode pretty much since we started the podcast. It was a topic that we definitely have customers who feel strongly about. So it was something that we kind of had always planned to talk about. And we're only on episode 8, so it's not like it's been so long and we haven't done it.
Yeah, true.
But it's definitely been like kind of backburnered. And the reason for that is that we wanted to have a guest or two for this episode, which, spoiler alert, we don't. But I went on our Facebook group, Northern BC Toy Collectors, and I asked there if there was anybody, how did I word it? Is anyone excited or feeling any way positively about the move away from plastic packaging? Because I was hoping to find someone to be the opposite side of the main feelings that we were getting. So I asked that, and I got bupkis. Everybody is not happy or doesn't care at all because it's not something they collect anyway.
Yeah, there's nobody with the attitude of, oh, it's way better. It's going to be awesome. It's terrific. I can't wait.
Because what I was hoping to find, like, there's definitely people who don't care, or they're like, yeah, cool, good for the environment. So what I was hoping to find with that post is somebody who actually collects the affected products. Like somebody who collects Star Wars Black Series, but feels good about the change.
Yeah, or Marvel Legends or whatever.
Yeah, so that didn't happen. But before we dive too far into that one, we should catch up.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
With the last week. It's kind of becoming our, I was going to say tradition, but that's a little intense.
As is tradition.
We will discuss our week. How was your week?
Pretty good. Pretty uneventful, but, same old thing. Really. I watched some television, and I didn't really work in here or do anything. I got some toys. That was cool.
You did get some toys.
Got a couple toys. Got some Masterpiece scaled Decepticon tapes to go with my Soundwave.
Cool.
That's pretty exciting for me. What else?
I don't know, it's been weird weeks with preparing to move, and
yeah, it's also been weird in the store. Everybody comes in and they're like, there's like two camps. There's like, oh, it's so cool. I'm excited that you're doing this thing for yourself. And then there's like, I'm going to be so sad that you go.
I kind of want to say on here, like, please don't do that. But I don't think anybody who's been doing that listens to our podcast.
No, they don't
Because
know
anybody who
what's up.
listens to this understands and is like, no, I totally get it. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, you go, guys.
That's right.
But yeah, there's definitely been some people coming in and seeming like it's a personal attack on them that we're closing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's not.
No, it's not.
And we're still stoked. We're still feeling good about the decision. So
Definitely. Not a crazy week. It's been busy.
yeah.
It's been busy. Like, I've been trying to get in the back and clean stuff up and take care of things, but it's been like lots of people coming by, hanging out.
Yeah, we had to go in today, which we were doing anyways to prep for our today's claim sale.
Mm-hmm.
But had to go in today and do a little bit of cleanup at the back so we can actually access stuff to start
Oh,
packing.
man. Clean up at the back. Okay, I'm going to mention something.
Okay.
I'm going to mention something that's pretty gross.
I'm just sitting here looking at you like, is he going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to mention something pretty gross. But it's like an ongoing thing, and it's like a downtown. I'm sure it's a downtown city thing everywhere.
Probably.
But like, there's a problem in Prince George. Something is rotten in Prince George, and it is that there are no public toilets anywhere.
None.
None for the people to use,
And any that exist,
yeah,
people are regularly denied access to.
yeah,
So even if there's a store that's like, yeah, they of course have a public bathroom, you don't get to use it.
yeah. So anyway, I find all kinds of waste and yucky things outside.
It's duty.
It's duty. It's gross. If there was just a honey bucket on the corner, like just a plastic toilet.
I hate that term.
For people to do their thing. Just put it there. Come on, Prince George.
Literally.
Do better. Get your shit together. That's all. Like, it's not really a big part of why we're moving, but it's definitely,
Not going to miss that.
No, I'm not going to miss that at all. And it's like it's a problem downtown. It was a problem at Buskers. It was a problem at
It was a bigger
Long
problem
and
at
McQuaid when we
Buskers.
worked downtown.
Yeah.
It was a problem at this building. It's a problem everywhere. If there's a hidden alcove or corner, people are going to go drop one there.
And let me tell you, if I had no home and no access to a public washroom, I too would seek out a private alcove to do my business. But that shouldn't be the option.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. If it's socialism to fix it, it's socialism to fix it. I don't care. Fix it, Prince George.
Put toilets, that's all.
Yes. Onto the show.
Onto the show.
So, I thought about a good way for us to make money.
Oh,
It's related to that last subject.
is it?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, when you're getting into business, you want to come up with something that everybody needs and nobody wants to do for themselves.
True.
These are generally food preparation and cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to own a cleaning service, and I don't want to do food preparation.
Nope.
But guess what? That last thing we were talking about, everybody does that. So if we can come up with a product, some Collectoverse toilet paper, nice big brand on the box, maybe it's the exact same as something else, but it costs $1 less or $1 more. And people buy it, and, every time they do their thing, they think about us.
Is it just completely blank packaging but says everybody shits on it?
Yeah, maybe.
That's it.
And then in the commercial, we do REM, and instead of everybody hurts, everybody shits.
Nice.
Anyway,
We should get that.
sometimes, or no, every time. Anyway, enough duty talk. Let's get back to toy talk.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
Is that our week catch up? Not much to talk about there. Stay tuned for after we're done moving and actually do fun things during the weeks.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more traveling come the spring.
We're going to be checking out way more stores, hopefully doing a lot more traveling,
Yeah.
going to other toy stores and markets and thrift stores and everywhere we can go, because that's what we did before we opened a store.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do the whole time we were at a store.
We just haven't had the time.
Yeah.
But we'll have way more to tell you guys.
Yes. So anyway, yeah, if you're into any of either of those ideas, if you have a lot of money and you want
to invest in Collectoverse toilet paper,
toilet paper, then let us know, and we'll get that ball rolling.
Get that roll rolling.
Get that roll balling. Anyway, okay, so yeah, back to the plastic-free packaging from Hasbro, and I don't think it's going to be just them.
No.
I have a feeling that everybody's going to get on board because environmentally it's the right thing to do. And I'm sure that it's a cost-saving measure. I can't imagine that using plastic packaging is any less expensive than using paper packaging.
No.
I know anytime I've gone to go look at things, doing an event, and it's like paper passes versus plastic laminated passes, it's always more expensive. It's like an extra step, and plastic's more expensive.
True.
right? I don't know. Maybe they don't mind spending more. I don't know. So you asked about anybody being positive about it. And there's not a lot of it. There's like, people with, I don't care about the packaging because I take my stuff out of it.
Which is pretty much where the box we're in.
Yeah.
Before we get to that,
okay,
we kind of touched on that we are not bothered.
No, not
Let's
at all.
talk quickly, kind of recap. Like, what is it that you collect? Transformers.
Yeah, I collect Transformers.
Right? And
Well, specifically, I collect like Masterpiece Transformers, and they don't have they've got plastic inside the box.
Yeah.
But you can't see inside the
But
box
even
anyway.
before you switched to Masterpiece,
Yeah, it was all Transformers.
it's all Transformers, but you also always took them out.
Yeah, always.
You always had them displayed, posed on a shelf,
Yeah, I played with them because that's what you're supposed to do with toys.
looking cool. And I remember when they switched, like it was during your collecting journey.
You mean when they dropped the windows on Kingdom?
On the last couple of years, we've seen it happen. And they've got the little non-plastic window on.
Yeah, it's an open window.
Those are fine.
Which is something, like, that's the thing. So she asked the question, and people are like, I can't see what's in the box. I need to make sure the paint apps are good, etc. And, like, there's a fix to that. And the fix to that is a perforated window that is sitting there, and all you got to do is pull it off. All you got to do is rack the packaging to see what's inside.
I would never.
So you might as well just cut it open and check it out. But that said, you can't return a product because it's got bad paint apps anyway.
No.
Like, I'm not going to take it back. No. You can't. Like, Walmart won't. Well, Walmart will take anything back, so you'll shut up.
Yeah.
But if you go in and you say, I opened this box and the toy is a little uglier than I thought it might be, that's the wrong reason to return it.
I remember there was someone not too long ago that was, like, really upset about, it was a Marvel Legends figure, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And the guy was, like, yellow. And it had no window. And they were not happy with, like, the shade and said
that was different, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, if I could see the figure, I literally wouldn't have bought it. Like, this is no good. Mm-hmm. And so what I did was Google it.
Yeah.
And there's endless photos, like the glamour photos or whatever they call them of the figure.
Yeah.
Looked accurate.
Yeah.
Like, the figure next to the box, you could tell there was a difference.
Yeah.
So had you Googled it, or like looked at photos.
That's a thing. When you're buying toys, like, you can go in and open up a case of anything and find variances in paint color.
Yeah.
Because
results may vary.
Well, no, just as the day goes on, you use more of the paint. You're at the bottom of the barrel. There's more white in it. There's more whatever. Like, it didn't get shaken up right. It'll be different.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know.
Not
I guess it's a problem, but no, I don't care about it.
No, unless it's supposed to be a yellow figure and it comes out red. Mm-hmm. Then, I mean, that's still cool. But
yeah, that could be the wrong way.
But yeah, I kind of wanted to preface our opinions on this episode with how it relates to us, which is why I wanted to talk about like what you collect and what I collect.
Well, it's an interesting thing here. So Bobby from Cornell, he goes, it's a mixed bag for me. I don't like the new Transformer boxes being open the way they are. In the world we live in now, I don't like the idea of possible dirty hands touching the figures before I get around to seeing it and buying it.
Interesting take.
Right? And I understand that because people do, when
kids,
the thing's open.
Sticky hands.
Well, kids will just pull the head off and you got no head. But there's also another thing. So I'm in a lot of Transformer groups online, and I see what I think is very funny. People do these things, so they take the closed box and they take it home and they take out the Transformer and they put in the old version of that Transformer and they bring it back to Walmart. The best one I saw was the one today where somebody went and bought it and they opened it up at home and it's got $3 store dinosaurs in it and it's a Dinobot. Like, what a piss off. And that, like, I get it. That right there is an argument for a window in the box.
I'm not really on board for that. I feel like, be mad at your fellow collectors for pulling those moves.
Of course, yeah, it's ratty.
Like, those guys are the immediate problem. Yeah. And then when it's returned and brought back to the store, it should be like...
They should look.
They should make sure it's at least similar.
They should.
Like, the old version being in there, I don't expect a Walmart staff to know.
No, they're paid minimum wage and don't give a shit.
Yeah, and I don't blame them for that. Yeah. But if it's like 3 plastic dinosaurs in a box that's clearly like one robot dinosaur or something, like, you'd know.
No, for sure. I get it.
They should do that anyways in case somebody puts like
they should
a dead rat in there.
I guess it's on the head of the person buying it that you look and make sure it's not tampered with. Like, right? I know that you go to a store so you don't have to look.
Yeah, but also, like, the people that feel this strongly about, like, the paint and it being the correct item.
The box condition matters.
Yeah, but
sure.
but check it in the fucking parking lot. You know, open it, have a look before you leave. If it's that big a deal. You know, don't wait till you get home and then it's this whole thing. Check there, pay your thing, walk out the door, take a look. If it's the wrong thing, you're there.
Yeah, and bring it
But
back.
I don't think we should be operating as a society that everything we buy in a box is going to be the wrong thing. That sounds exhausting.
This is a hot take from me. I think people should compromise a little bit more in their life. I understand you're buying like, a $40 toy.
That's my money.
That used to be $15. But like...
It's still a toy.
It's a toy.
Like, that's kind of why we got into this business.
Yeah, because it's fun.
It was supposed to be fun and like...
No, it is fun.
And you're not... But yes. But it's not anybody's money. Children, pets, vehicles, like that's things people get heated about. So whenever people get like too heated about a toy, I'm like, what are you doing? This is supposed to be fun.
I feel a bit like a joke.
Yeah.
Most of the time when it's people getting really messed up about stuff.
Yeah. Like this shade of yellow isn't exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. And not to say that, like, I can also understand the thing is if you've got like 150 Black Series Star Wars figures and they're all on the wall, you kind of want the new ones to look the same, right? Or to be along the same lines. So I get it. I see the concern, but I just don't really see the concern.
The concern doesn't trump the logic of the change.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about like errors in the toys, then you can definitely care.
Yeah. No, I just mean what it looks like on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Want to read any more comments there?
For sure. What do we got here? It's about Funko stuff. Doesn't really count, but I guess it's kind of
that's what I collect.
But does it matter? Like, would you buy the Funko Pops if they had no window?
I would.
Right?
Yes.
Like people buy
that being
sodas.
said, I do think Funko would have equal, if not more, lashback as Hasbro.
Of course they would.
The same move, because there's really something to the like stacking and display of Funko Pops for people. But personally, I either take mine out or I tend to display the boxes sideways because I like the art on the side of the box.
The digital art.
Yeah. I like how clean it is, and I also find plastic reflects a lot of light, and it's hard to actually see the figure.
Well, it's hard to take a photo of them for sure.
That too. Yeah, so I prefer the side art or taking it out and displaying it in front of the box or without the box. So I would definitely still buy them, but I do think it would be a whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. The people would lose their minds. Looking at some more comments here. I don't like it. Can't see the paint defects on new Star Wars figures. Can't see broken parts, and can't see if the figure has been swapped or is totally missing. The only way to tell if the figure is actually in there is wait. Okay.
Well, open it.
Yeah.
That brings me to if you're that worried about it, open it when you get outside after buying it.
Well,
if any of those things are the problem.
Here's the next one.
Continue.
I hate it. It makes inbox collecting completely pointless.
Disagree. Well,
I think inbox collecting is completely pointless anyway.
True.
I think if you're an inbox collector, you should have two.
Box and then the one out in front of it.
Because that's what we used to do back in my day.
Or you'd put the boxed one away in a closet somewhere, and that would be the...
That's right. That's the one that you sell later, and then you have
Collecting to sell later is kind of silly.
Depends what it is.
Yeah.
It depends. In dealing with Transformers, already, like, there's certain bots that are 4 times the value already. They're from last year.
Dang.
And people want them in a box. They want it fresh to open. I don't understand that. Because Transformers collectors generally open their boxes.
Yeah.
There are some who don't, and they want it for it to go up because it's going to go up. But yeah, they want it fresh to open. They want the experience as though it's fresh retail, whatever, and then they want to pay nothing for it too. But not how it's going to go.
No.
Yeah, but that's that's the basic thing there. Let's see, should I read another one of these? Oh, honestly, I'm indifferent towards it.
That's kind of how I feel. I'm
a Hot Wheels collector. I'm 50-50 on this. Over 95% of my collection is in package, so the window is a must. On the other hand, not being able to see the physical car would deter all the scumbags who buy up treasure hunts and chase cars.
True.
Just to resell them.
That would be cool for Chase Funko Pops.
Yeah.
If they weren't marked on the outside of the box.
Well, that's
similar to sodas.
Yeah, like I was saying, it'd be exactly the same as soda, which people just buy sight unseen.
Yeah.
And it's way more of a gamble. They cost more money, and people come back and buy 3 in a day.
Yeah, because they wanted the chase.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's great or
that would be cool with Hot Wheels, though.
Yeah. For me personally, I hate it. All TMNT I buy stays unopened in the package on display, and I love it. Okay. The thought of having figures in a solid box seems completely useless since the whole point is viewing them and keeping them mint for me. Okay. I do get that.
But
Like,
to me, I guess when it comes to that, it's with like if it's specifically for display, what's wrong with the box art? You know the toy's in there. Why do you have to see the box art's almost always better. They're like in some cool pose doing some cool stuff.
Yeah.
But if you have it in the box facing forward, it's all strapped down, like not holding accessories and in this like totally boring pose.
Mm-hmm.
But the box art, it's all like whoosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird issue because it's not really an issue.
Yeah, I do get it to the point of like you have this already existing collection and now adding it is going to look weird.
Yeah, yeah. You want it to match your things that are there.
But I feel like if I had that, like if I collected Star Wars Black Series, for example, I would have them like on the shelves looking awesome. Yeah. And then I would just start like, here's this year on and either have the boxes displayed or start taking them out.
Yeah, you mean like, if you were a in-box collector.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine being an in-box collector.
We've already passed that.
Yeah. I just mean, I personally, physically, like I can't even imagine it. Yeah, I don't know. Not that matters. I don't have to be able to reckon why people do things. Yeah. To allow them to do things.
Let's peruse another comment.
Okay, where do we go? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, my antivirus is out of date.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. I don't like it.
All right. Thanks for your contribution.
Let's see. I personally open all my TMNT, so it doesn't make much difference for me other than sometimes I'll buy a figure purely because it looks cool. So companies will lose out on my impulse buys. Okay.
Fair.
Fair.
But again, they're going to show what's in the box on the outside of the box. Yeah. You're still going to know what it is.
But what if you don't believe it's what it is?
Well, then you have to work through some other issues, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Go to therapy.
Go to therapy. All right. All of my Transformers out of box being enjoyed. If they stayed in box, they would take up 1,000% more space.
That true.
True. Final comment on this thing here is I've certainly changed my thinking on this, and I've begun to take mine out and display them.
Congrats.
I'm not really caring too much about my retirement as I'm already there. LOL. 4 dots.
4 dots. That was it? There were like 30-something comments.
Oh, there's a lot of comments inside of other comments.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's just all people talking about the things.
Yeah.
But I don't think I really care about that right now.
Okay. You just slashed that. I don't care about this anymore.
I just didn't ever care about it.
I know, but it was your idea.
I feel like it's whining.
This topic was your idea.
I know it is. And like I want to talk about it, but I just don't want to talk about it. Because like there's like this, I don't know. There's like this entitlement going on where people think that they can complain about ugly Sonic and all of a sudden Sonic comes out differently. But like that's what focus groups are for. It didn't work.
It worked for Sonic.
But did it really?
I don't know.
Like
I would have went no matter what.
Like if the budget wasn't there and they already had all the scenes done, they had the whole movie ready to go, and it was going to cost them $1 extra million. Because what'd you say? It was like $5 million?
Something like that.
Something like that, right? Like it was $5 million to redesign Sonic the Hedgehog from the ugly Sonic with the yucky teeth to the Sonic the Hedgehog that we got in the movie. Yeah. And Paramount did it, which is great. People who complained about it are like, "Oh, great, we got our way.
We won."
But did they? If the redesign was $10 million as opposed to $5 million, or if it was like $50 million, would they have changed a thing? No, they would have just put the movie out.
Yeah. I have a big issue with this topic, personally. Yeah. I don't know if it's due to my past experience as like a designer, because I've been a graphic designer and other sorts of, mostly computer design related jobs.
Okay. Yep.
And I can't imagine the amount of teamwork, time, money, etc. that goes into creating a movie like Sonic or toys
or a toy in a box.
Yeah. And like there's so much involved that like so many individuals are working on. And when you have someone that isn't part of what you're doing, like the creatives team, when you have someone that isn't really a contributor at all or in the know about anything, and they try and criticize it, it's just such a gross thing.
I think even if you were like, making the movie, you did all the stuff or designed all the toys, and you had somebody come down from like head office and they're like, I just don't like that. And they don't really have a design idea. Yeah. Because like the engineering and design of all the boxes and everything matter.
Yeah.
Like they're designed a certain way so that the art fits, so that whatever fits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see that thing.
It kind of reminds me, I'm sure you've seen the meme or back in the day, it used to be one of those forward this emails to all your friends things. But it was, here's the quote for me to design your website.
Oh,
if you shut the fuck up,
yeah.
it's this much.
That's right.
If you have something to say every 20 minutes, it's this much. You know, if you're breathing down my neck the entire time and basically design it yourself through my arms, it's going to be triple. And that's kind of what it feels like when, and we see this all the time. Like even we've been seeing a lot of that online lately, just backlash with, I'm not going to buy this anymore because you changed your name and your logo.
Yeah, Pearl Milling Company. Who cares? Yeah, it's not your company.
It's the same product. It's not your company. It's a private, you know, they're allowed to redesign. They don't owe you anything.
People have an idea that they, that they're...
Matter?
Well, that their opinions matter, right? Which, to a certain degree, yes, your opinions matter
vote with
on
your
certain
money.
things.
If you're mad, don't buy it.
Yeah, vote with your dollars. Don't buy the thing. But, like, to go online and sit there having an opinion all the time, talking about whatever
you're talking about.
Yeah, like, these are corporations. They don't care at all.
No.
Yeah, they're terrible. Like for, most corporations out poisoning the earth, for one to sit there and go, hey, what if we did all paper packaging?
Yeah.
I think it's a step in the right direction.
I think, as far as the environment goes, there's a lot of pressure on individual people.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you throw out a pop can. You put a pop can in the garbage. Like, we would never. We're pretty good recyclers.
It can't be. That's not who it should be on.
But it's a thing. It's a pretty serious thing. Sure. People personally take it very personally.
Yep.
And there are people who like strive so hard to like live zero waste and like not even contribute to recycling. They're using glass, reusable, whatever.
I know people who don't buy things for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Like they won't buy anything for 4 months.
Can't relate.
Because they just can't be, they don't want to have packaging. They don't want to, whatever. It's like a lifestyle.
Yeah. But,
not mine. They put out toys way too often.
Yeah. But there's so much pressure and people don't really talk about or think about how much that needs to be redirected to companies as big as Hasbro.
For sure.
And for them to go, hey, listen, we could do something here and to actually do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, screw your toy collection.
Yeah.
I say as a collectible toy salesman.
Like,
I think them out. Pose them.
Yeah, like PVC is one of the like grossest plastic products there is. Mm-hmm. And like vinyl, I think as long as it's locked up in a pop vinyl figure or like a Masters of the Universe,
they're not really going into the garbage.
It's not in the ocean.
Yeah.
Right? So all the other stuff that does end up there, like do what you can to not have it.
Yeah.
Like, so we put things in little bags at the store and I hate using little bags.
Yeah. We opened during like hotbed of COVID.
Yeah.
So keeping everything from being touched and making it easy to wipe down was really important.
Yeah.
So we're kind of still stuck in that.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get away from the individual baggies.
Yeah, like if I could find anything, like if I could find a biodegradable, like a plastic bag
with clamshells, even.
Oh yeah, the reusable clamshells. That's another one I've thought of for a while. Is having like reusable clamshells. People buy the toy in it, and if they don't want to keep the clamshell, they're not going to use it for anything. They can bring it back, and we can like rebuy them.
Or give them a discount, or
or whatever.
Yeah,
but like some sort of buyback program to get those things back, so that we can use them for more toys. Because that'd be way better.
Yeah.
Not a single-use plastic thing.
Yeah. So this isn't a topic we want to talk about anymore.
I was done with it. The moment that Hasbro dropped that info.
Yeah. We wanted to talk about it because it's a hot topic amongst our friends and the people around us and the people we talk to every day.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to talk about it because we don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's not going to affect me at all because literally all the stuff that I buy, they don't really come in plastic. So there's plastic stuff that goes in the box, but I just put the box on the shelf.
You know what's an insane waste of plastic?
What's that?
Rainbow high dolls.
Yeah.
Do you remember the amount of garbage that came out of that?
Yeah,
and even like the cardboard on the outside has this like layer.
Yeah, you can't recycle that.
Yeah,
it's
and there's
plastic.
so many pieces and twist ties and holy moly.
Yeah, give me a wax backed paper.
Yeah.
Put it in a wax pack. Like sit there, put it in a cardboard box with a wax pack, like old Topps baseball cards. Put a chewing gum in there.
Put a chewing gum in
there. It's so hard you go to have a bite and it breaks your tooth.
Yeah. Yeah. But the moral of the story is Hasbro doesn't care about you. They're going to do what they're going to do.
That's right.
Either buy the toy or don't.
Yeah. Yeah, there are if your thing is that you really want to collect a collectible line that you can see through the packaging, Bandai makes SH Figure Arts.
And they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're excellent figures. They come in all plastic packaging that you can see into, and they look really good. They're a 6-inch scale like a Black Series, but
and
more
the packaging's
elaborate.
actually smaller too.
It is.
So it's more conducive to like shelf space.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And they're very good looking.
Or like Figma, they don't do, that type of characters, but like if that's the thing that you like and you want,
if that's your priority,
write a letter to those companies and get them to get those licenses.
Yeah.
If you don't mind going from a $35 figure to a $100 figure,
vote with your dollar.
It's quite a jump. I know I've heard, one friend of ours talk about dumping Hasbro entirely and going on to Hot Toys. And like
Hot Toys are nice.
Yeah, it's awesome, but they're expensive.
They're expensive.
They're like,
Ooh. I just remembered another thing I wanted to talk about that I totally forgot about.
Okay.
It's on topic.
Yeah.
But something I have pitched during this conversation with customers and stuff. Premium packaging options.
Oh yeah, like collector's packaging.
This is not a thing Hasbro has mentioned. This is just something like I came up with in my own brain. But I would love to hear anybody listening to this. If you're wherever you're listening, leave a comment. But the idea would be if Hasbro offered like collector grade packaging, because the point of their whole thing, they've said it. Like I read interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Black Series is not geared towards collectors.
No, it's for kids.
It's for kids. It's for people to open and play with. So
and
that's
put on the shelf.
Their priority.
That's right.
So if they were to offer a premium collector grade packaging for said figure, would you buy it? If it was like you pay an extra $5 and it kind of guarantees that it's for a collector, it's not going in the ocean.
Yep.
It's going to go on a shelf for 20 years.
That's right.
I feel like that would be a nice alternative.
And that's the thing, that might make it more collectible and more valuable, or less collectible and less valuable.
Yeah.
Depending, because no matter what, those ones are going to go on the shelf and stay there for 40 years and be resold in 40 years.
Yeah.
But maybe if that's the goal, is that maybe if it's the exact same product in a different packaging and the price point's the same, just imagine this, and all of the Black Series and then all the Black Series collector, right? The Black Series collector, everybody keeps in on their shelf and keeps it in a box, perfect as the day it was made, and all of the Black Series get ripped out of the boxes. That one's going to be worth more than the collector one.
True. Because
in 40 years, there's going to be,
Which brings us to another point that you brought up recently.
Yeah.
About how everybody obsessively collecting in pristine packaging is going to bring down the value of everything.
For sure. Yeah, it's like that with anything. Anything that's massively produced with, many units, that like it always drives the price of things down. So like any comic books from the 90s on, they're ultimately worthless. They're cool. The variant covers are cool, but like they don't really have any value.
Yeah.
They just don't. Like 2000s comics, I wouldn't buy a box of those from somebody if they brought them in and they were the coolest comics ever.
Another thing we hear a lot at the store is people looking at old G.I. Joes or old Transformers, and they're like, man, I wish I kept the box, or I wish I kept that figure. I wish I kept it in good condition.
Yeah, of course you do.
Blah, blah, blah. But if everyone who said that did that, they wouldn't be worth anything.
Yeah.
Like the fact that half of G.I. Joes were blown up with firecrackers and
pellet guns.
And the fact that nobody kept boxes for anything is the reason those things are worth anything.
Literally, Christmas morning, 1986. I'm 5 years old. Here, Matt, here's your thing. Oh my God, a He-Man. Right off of the card.
Yep.
Into the fire.
I still do it.
With it. Like literally that was how it went.
You remember when that lady came in one day for a nice, I think NECA Alice Cooper figure for me?
Oh yeah.
And it was in like yellowed plastic because it had been taken care of for so long. Yep. I just ripped it open right in front of her. After I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a bit of a look. She had a bit of a look about it, but she wasn't too messed up.
No, she was like, I'm glad you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. And
I was like, thank you so much. But yeah, the fact that like now everybody's keeping everything in pristine shape and keeping the boxes and blah blah blah, like there's not gonna be any scarcity.
No, and that's the thing.
Like some figures will go up if there were less of them made, or something happens to the actor, or some stuff is gonna go up. But it's not going to be like the stuff we're seeing from the 70s, 80s now.
No, like I've said this one before, and like an Optimus Prime from the Earthrise line, it's pretty rare now they've definitely gone up from like the kind of 70 or 69.99, 72.99 price point they were at, and it's about $100 to buy that figure now. I think it'll still go up, but I can't see it going past like 150, 160. You know, in 40 years, probably a bit more. But I don't see them ever becoming, you know, Optimus Prime from 1984 in the box with the plastic windows, with the styrofoam insert and everything in place. I just don't see it happening. Not that you shouldn't collect toys.
No, we're all for collecting toys.
But you shouldn't collect toys because you're going to put your kids through school with them.
Yeah.
You know, you should buy...
If you collect them because you like them, and then that could be a cool side effect.
Yeah, if it becomes a thing that's valuable, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
There is no speculating which toy is going to take off.
No,
like, it's
collect
impossible.
stuff if you like it. Collect stuff if you enjoy it.
For sure.
Specifically, collect stuff that you want to play with.
Yeah.
And we don't mean sit and like bang them together on the floor. Like, pose them on your shelf, you know, change them up, make a whole... We have a family of customers who specifically buy like broken or damaged Star Wars figures. Because they're going to make a diorama of a battle scene.
That's right.
And that is cool. That is fun. That's more interesting, I think, if you go to someone's house.
Those guys won't even buy a thing in a package.
No, because it costs more, and what's the point?
Yeah.
They're going to take
because
it
they're
out.
going to take it out and put it in the dioramas. Yeah.
Yeah, and we love that. Because
Yes.
they're having fun with it. They're buying characters they like. They're posing them how they like.
That said, we don't care what you do with your
You
toys.
do you.
Yeah, you do you. You do your thing.
This is just our personal feelings.
You know, if you're looking to find something else that fits that niche,
there's options.
I'm not sure, you know, that you're going to find a $35 figure to suit you other than what's already there.
But there are upgraded options, like you said, with the figure arts and...
Yeah, stuff that's $100.
Yeah, but they're good looking.
Oh, yeah, they're excellent.
They're way better looking than Black Series.
Yeah, I had the Mandalorian figure. It looks really good.
Oh, man. Miss that guy.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Mandalorian...
Okay, play it.
All right, so we haven't seen the Mandalorian Season 3 official trailer Disney Plus yet. So we're going to watch it, and then we're going to talk about how cool it is.
You're going to watch it with us.
Yeah.
Our people are scattered, like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for? Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost. I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
This is the way.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Hang on, kid. This is the way.
Well, shit goddamn.
Ooh. This is the way.
That'll do.
Oh, man. I didn't know how excited I was for that until now.
Yeah, that's
exciting.
That's terrific. So, yeah, March 1st.
We'll be watching that.
We'll probably do the thing, too, again, where we watch it.
Live in Discord?
Yeah, we watch it in the Discord. We could stream it.
Could we?
I guess. I don't know. If you don't have access to such a thing and, you know, want to watch it.
For the past seasons, we've just had kind of a chat open.
Yeah.
And we just kind of chat with everyone through there.
Yes, terrific.
But we may look into streaming it.
Yeah, that could be
an option.
All right. But either way, yeah, we'll watch the show and talk about it with everybody because, yeah, I'm very excited. I forgot that he no longer had the the big ship, and he had that little
Yeah.
sports car, that little fucking Miata.
Sports car.
So cool.
So
Yeah,
cute.
I forgot about that. And then I like that. It's showing some of the side characters that are that are cool.
I'm excited. Thanks for showing me that.
Yeah, I think I hope that that's the latest one, and that I just haven't not watched one, because I don't think I've watched any trailers for it at all.
I haven't. That was the first time I've seen one.
Cool.
I'm convinced. I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Sold me.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's gonna be anything usable in this episode, but good talk.
Oh, it's fine.
There was-
We talked some shit talk. We talked some whatever. It's all good.
Let us know your thoughts. Tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah, especially that. So I don't know where anybody's watching this. Like the YouTube, I might have to cut that bit of that video out.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm still going to put it there and see.
Yeah.
But if you're watching this on a YouTube, comment and tell us what you think about the packaging. Tell us what you think about bathrooms in Prince George. Tell us what you think about CV toilet paper. Whatever
Would you buy it?
Would you buy it? Like, everybody needs it.
Right? We'll make it $1 less than everybody else.
Yeah, it'll be $1 less.
But still good.
It'll be, we'll create the quadruple roll.
It'll be 10 ply.
It will not be 10 ply. Figure it
Super
out.
soft.
Yeah. So, yeah, give it some thought about.
Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah, write it down in wherever we are, wherever you're watching, wherever you listen to. I know you
want
can't.
to call us and do an interview.
Yeah.
Not even about this topic, but anything. We want to start including more guests and interviews and discussions with people other than ourselves to diversify such things.
That's right.
And we were planning to do an interview for this topic, but there was too much and it was all negative. So
That's true.
we figured it'd be better to just kind of read what people were saying, and then we can maybe follow it up with a couple interviews or something for a future episode.
Oh, I forgot. Angelina dropped by last week, and I was supposed to put this in the last episode, but I didn't. So I'm going to put it in here. She brought a little treat for me that we talked about on that episode we did together.
Angelina from Sailor Calypso Says, the
That's right.
podcast.
Yeah, so here, I'll play you that bit now.
Hi friends, Sailor Calypso here. Just dropped by because Matt needs to try these bubblegum flavored M&Ms that I've tried before, and I mentioned them when I was on the podcast. So I brought them for Matt to try, so Matt's going to try them.
Where'd I cut this across? That's the line?
Yeah, that is what it says.
Oh, there's an M&M in the way. All right, let's see. Oh, the smell is very M&Ms.
I thought you were going to say very bubblegummy.
Oh, bubblegum, that's what I mean. You know what I meant.
Oh, all right.
Are they different flavors?
No, I don't think so.
I don't hate that. It's not
Make
good.
sure you eat a pink one.
It's not good bubblegum, but the chocolate. Yeah, I'll eat those.
Awesome. Good then. I'm glad you don't have to give the bag back to me because I don't like them. Thanks.
Yeah, so that was me mumbling my words about the bubblegum M&Ms. I thought they were pretty good. I ate the whole pack over a couple days.
I was too scared to try them. I do like the idea of doing a quick on the spot thing and then sharing it in the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that was just, kind of a low key thing at the store.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Which is, again, the only thing I'll miss about having a store.
Is the pop-ins and the low key.
Yeah, we got to book everything now.
Ugh.
Book the meetups. Go do the sit out at the library or something.
Yeah.
Once it's summer, I bet we can just go sit out and do interviews out in the middle of wherever.
That sounds nice. Were you going to say out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Meet us out in Beaverly, 3 stops past the big tree.
That's right. No, you know what I mean. Just, go grab lunch, sit at a park.
Yep, that sounds
Talk
nice,
about whatever.
actually. Have a nice chill hangout.
Yeah.
With our little portable
podcasting studio.
Podcasting rig.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm not sure what next week's episode will turn into. I'm still gonna try and get everybody lined up for the how do you afford your collection bit.
Yep.
I wanted to do it for this week, but I really wanted to be finished talking about plastic-free packaging. So we had to do a show about it so everybody knows that I'm sick to death of hearing about it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably track that one this week. I'm gonna attempt to do an interview with a local creator named Mike Meyer, who I love. I think that he is he used to have a radio show that I just loved. I'd listen to it all the time. Mike's Retro Block.
He is a great man.
Yeah, he's got a great voice, and he's busy doing stuff all the time. He's a comic book creator. He's always at FanCon, so we'll get him on the show. And yeah, he's just a fun guy to talk about toys. So that could be next week. The other one could be next week.
We have no idea.
It could not be either of those next week, but those are going to be upcoming shows, and we'll get those together.
Yeah. I'm going to sip my hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah, we drink hot chocolate while we make this show. I finished mine already.
Mine's cold.
Cold chocolate? That's just chocolate. I had a whole bit I wanted to talk about pre-order fatigue, but that's okay. That's for another show.
Yep.
What I am going to talk about, though, is, and this is another thing where you guys are going to have to chime in with comments. I've noticed a tragic thing in the modern cartoon shows.
What is it?
Well, like, I know you see He-Man, Master Universe all the time at the store, but you don't really listen to it.
Nope.
But Merman talks modulation on the voice.
Okay.
He sounds like he's underwater, but he's not underwater at all.
Okay.
Do they do that in cartoons anymore with people's voices? I think everybody's like clear and intelligible and doesn't sound like they have, defects or anything.
Well, you remember the last time I watched a cartoon.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You should watch more cartoons. They're fun.
Nah.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Should have mentioned this when we were talking about our week. I watched The Neverending Story.
Yes, you
and
did.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
What a hideous movie.
Shut up. It's so good. I love the soundtrack. I listen to it all the time. But like I watched the movie and like on a VHS tape, it's pretty bad. I've watched it in the Blu-ray with like a really, like it's widescreen. It looks awesome. On a tape, it's very nostalgic, and that's kind of what we do. So it was worth it, and it was good.
Nostalgic if you have the original memories. To nostalgic too.
Oh yeah, no, literally that
Which
one.
I never watched it before. So.
Yeah, my dad would show up when I was like, I don't know, maybe kindergarten, grade 1 age, and he'd bring home. He wouldn't bring it to me, bring it to my sister and I, but he'd like rent the movie and we watch it all weekend, and he'd bring home pizza. It was a whole deal.
That sounds great.
It was pretty good.
But with a better movie.
What's better?
Everything. Everything's a better movie. I want to watch Indian in the Cupboard.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Talk about nostalgia.
I was a little older than you when that one came out, so
You're still a little older than me.
I'll always be a little older, and then I'll be dead.
No.
Anyway,
that note,
from our happy studio to you, thank you for listening. I'm Matt Walker.
Talk to us in the podcast comments. Tell us how stupid this episode was. I'm Berlin.
I don't know about stupid, but disjointed.
Making it felt very rambly. I'm sure your editing will help that a little bit.
We'll see.
We'll see. Why don't you go ahead and raise the levels of the outro here?
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Collectoverse podcast. We'll be back next week with a new episode. If you want to see what we're up to in the meantime, you can find all our socials on our website, collectoverse.ca. That is COLLECTOVERSE.ca.
If you like what we do and want to hear more, please subscribe to our Patreon. Our patrons get early access to new episodes and bonus content. You can find that link on our website. That is once again collectoverse.ca, not .com.